Welcome back to the channel, Little Flexers. Today is our first week of the OPOP Players League. We're playing against Eric Smith from RareCandy. This is the completely uncut, unedited video from that series of matches. We ended up playing a little bit different than what the Organized Play League says that we should. It's supposed to be a best of 3. We ended up playing a best of 5, so we'll show you those games here in just a second. If you aren't already following me on Twitch, I will be streaming a lot of these matches live every week on twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous. And if you aren't already subscribed to Eric's channel, it is RareCandy over here on YouTube and on Twitch. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Here is week number 1 from the OPOP League. All right, it's time to get into the match. We have our 3 decks here, ADP, Eternatus, and Pikachu. We're going to start with Eternatus and just see what Eric is playing. I mean, honestly, this is, well, let me give you the format. This is the OPOP Player League, and we are both get 3 decks that we can play, with the goal being to beat our opponent at least 3 times with each of our decks. If you win with a deck, you can't play it again. Yo, the mirror match. Let's go. That's hilarious. Yeah, this is a great mirror match. We are teched out to beat the mirror with our Vitality Band and our Slowbro V. Now, whether or not we can get Slowbro into play will be kind of the big deal. Whether or not he has an energy to play is also, of course, we do see the energy there. Now, for us, it's going to be about getting a Power Accelerator onto a benched Eternatus. We do have a supporter, so that's very nice. But we'd like to top deck a Quick Ball. Quick Ball could get us, you know, a switch out. We could go get some poison damage, do a few other things here. So there's the Crobat. Drawing a couple cards, and you definitely hate to start off going second in this mirror match. This is quite the start from Eric. Oh yeah, the players, by the way. Myself and Eric on the other side. This is our first matchup, obviously. We just started the league here last week, so gonna be excited. Yo, we top deck the Quick Ball. Okay. So we have a Quick Ball. We have double switch as well. I wonder how worth it it's going to be for me to get the poison stuff going. I think, yo, we prize the poison stuff, eh? All right, well, in that case, let's take a look through the deck here. Just see what we got. We got the reset stamp in here. Got the Vitality Band as well. And we got enough energy to make things, to make Daddy happy here. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Give the old Crobat for 4. Resetty and Forgetty. We got the energy attachment, but obviously that can be pretty rough here. We might want to say, nah, you know what? We're going for a Power Accelerator. I believe in my deck, bro. I believe in my deck. You always got to believe in your deck. You always got to believe in your deck, baby. Okay, so let's go for a Great Ball. We do get a Zigzagoon. We might as well play it. We'll save 1 open bench slot for a Crobat. And we'll do damage to the active, because that is probably turning into the VMAX. And then we'll go ahead and Power Accelerator. We're in a pretty good spot, all things considered. Only needed to do 300 damage to the active to take a knockout on the next turn. And that's assuming that he gets a VMAX, which is a pretty safe assumption. So we'll see what Eric has on his turn. We'd love for him to have Crobatted into nothing, but it looks like he is taking his time, which would indicate to me that he has a few decisions to be made. So there is the capture on the active. Gonna go ahead and dig out probably another Eternatus. Maybe if he plays his own Slowbro, we could see that come into play. The other pretty nice thing is that he could just whiff the knockout. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here as well. Does need like 4 more bench Pokemon. There's the Hoopa. Great card for the mirror. But obviously doesn't do you too much if you don't get a VMAX up and swinging pretty quickly. See what else he has. Does have the evolution. Okay. Playing it pretty conservatively. These seem like pretty simple decisions, but he must have something here in the hand that he's trying to, preserve or think about. So there we see a Crobat for 4. And it is looking good. If he can pair this with a Marnie, he is in an awesome spot. There's another Zigzagoon. Gonna potentially hit the active, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 7 Pokemon with a ping on the active means that he only needs to find 1 more Pokemon with his supporter. A Marnie here would be pretty insane. Scoop up net. He's gonna go ahead and ping the benched Eternatus, I think, as well. See what he goes for. I got some orzo pasta in my teeth. Yep, and there's the benched Eternatus ping on that Zigzagoon and a Marty. Oh my gosh, what a turn from Eric, and we get absolutely nothing. We had quite the start. And it's looking rough, ladies and gentlemen. It is looking quite rough. We had, with the quick ball, we were in a good position to kind of take advantage of the game. We could have potentially, gotten knockout on the Eternatus V, but that Marnie is just putting us in a world of hurt. We need to top deck out of this. So there's the Dread End. And if we don't get what we need off this top deck, like a supporter, then it is curtains in the Eternatus mirror match. And that is not going to do it. We will gust up the other Eternatus. We will Power Excel. Should have attached, but no matter. We may actually, maybe we don't attach, because then maybe we can, well, it doesn't matter either way, right? So there's a Dark Energy coming down onto the Eternatus. Maybe he also has a bricked hand. One can hope. One can hope for sure. And a pass. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. Why? We had 2 opportunities to take control of this game, and we just weren't able to do so. Our researches are in the discard. We have to just go for a Power Accelerator again. I think we could Venomous Fang if we want. It almost doesn't matter at this point. I think we just go with another Power Excel, and I'm actually gonna hold the energy. Well, we should have played the energy. I think we should have played the energy. Now that I'm looking at it, we should have played the energy there, because then we could potentially get Eternatus VMAX. But at this point, the game is essentially over. But the good news is he's gonna have to put this Eternatus away. So there's a Crobat and an energy guaranteeing the knockout on the Eternatus V, putting us in quite the rough position. Yeah, we needed to just attach that energy, but the top deck might make it all moot anyway. So there's the knockout. And we'll promote Zigzagoon. Okay, well. Never say never, chat. Although 1 gust, and that is going to do it for us. Go with a Crobat. Oh, buddy. And we are going to have to once again pass the hand. Not looking good for our hero, that's for sure. But anything can happen. Yep, there's the boss. Well played. Give him the old concede. All right, moving on to game number 2. Now, we can switch up decks. Eric has to switch his deck. So let's see what he opts to go for. Maybe we can catch him slipping. I want to give him the old Pikachu. I want to give him the old Pikachu. We'll see what he has. I'm thinking like a deck that Eric might play would be Inteleon. So maybe we go for the Pikachu, give him a little bit of spice. It'd be interesting to see what he has. Again, we lose the flip. Not where you want to be, but that's okay. Very good. Okay. So we will get the first supporter, which is much needed. And potentially being able to get a turn 1 paralyzing bolt, assuming we have the Coco in the deck, is quite a start for us. Pretty happy about that. There's a Fion. So will we see some like Decidueye? Is it a Decidueye deck? That would be what I think the Fion would be good for. See what he has. Yes, it is Decidueye. Another exciting deck. And with a turn 1 item lock, we might just be able to claw our way out of this one. It's going to be rough. I was thinking, you know, Eric might bring a kind of a lock style deck. I think it's a great choice. If you're picking 3 decks, you know, he probably has Eternatus, ADP, and this lock deck. And for me, it's, you know, Eternatus, ADP, and the Pikachu deck. So see what he opts to do is taking his time to make some decisions. So yeah, I was thinking he must have a great ball deciding what to get rid of. Gonna go with the Obstagoon here. And put down probably another Rowlet. I'm thinking that for Eric, it's gonna be, can I get RareCandy Decidueye and how fast can I do that? Because my only way around that is with a Coco. But if I can item lock, then I guarantee that I don't get that he can't get his Rowlets up and going. Oh man. So let's go here. We'll discard this. We do have a Coco. Yeah, the Coco is the only way for us to attack. But I'm gonna try to go for the paralyzing bolt play. Go active, and then I think we just research here. We don't necessarily care about having Dedenne on the bench. Oh my gosh! Missing the energy is so huge. Let's see what we can do. We'll ditch a Yell Grunt. Go for a Crobat. Gonna have to burn a few switches, but the item lock is just too important, and we do find it. So we'll go ahead and Paralyzing Bolt. Have a couple of boss's orders. We are going to want to take out this Fion first. The Whirlpool Suction, after having discarded a couple of Switch, is certainly tough on us. Maybe could have, you know, he might opt to go ahead with a Whirlpool Suction, just retreat manually. But we needed that turn 1 item lock. So we'll see what he has. Is going to go for the bench. So we want to knock out this Fion. That is great. Yeah, that Fion is going to be a major issue. So we'll see what he has. Obviously, the boss's order is going to be huge. If he has the Dartrix, it's going to make it tough. No doubt. No doubt will it make it tough. We would also love to set up a Pikachu if we can. Eric doing the sensible thing, getting a couple of Rowlet down. What do we see from him? If he top decks a Rosa, okay, a quick ball. All right, that's fine. Definitely fine. We don't care necessarily about the Crushing Hammer, but we might as well play it. And then we'll go for the Paralyzing Bolt. See what he has. Gotta turn my phone off here. A switch. Big. So these Jirachi being unable to be scooped up is going to be crucial for us. We have 3 prizes here on the board. You know, that we can see, right? So just getting a scoop up net out of the Stellar Wish and gonna go ahead and research. So can he find what he needs? Already down 2 rare candy. You look to those rare candies as being crucial cards. And to be honest, I don't love Marnie here. He didn't get into a Dartrix, so I'm gonna go with the research. Because if he had Dartrix, he would certainly play it. We will attach to the bench. Paralyzing Bolt. I just hope to dig into our Gus here on the next turn. There's another Stellar Wish. He's very clearly looking for Rosa, I would say. And he is going to play the Turf Field. Okay, interesting stuff. Getting rid of our Chaotic Swell. We got to hope that either the Rowlet is prized, that we can top deck a Gust on the next turn to really try to take control. Ah, there's the Dartrix. That is what we were worried about, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we were worried about. So now the big charm. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think we can win this at this point. Let's see. The only way we can really do it is through some type of... Wow. Yeah, he's going to take this one, I think, on us as well. The only way we could really do it is if we could get up a Pikarom, but that's not going to be the case. We have to just go here. We have to... go with the research, and yeah, taking the knockout here on the active just really stinks. All right, let's go Crushing Hammer. Get rid of the grass. Maybe we can run him out of energy to attack with. They play only 4 grass energy, so it might be a position where he just doesn't have enough energy to attack with. And that could be really cool. Is going to bring up the Dartrix, so must have Rosa in the hand, I would imagine. There's the Decidueye. Does he have his last grass energy? Is the question. I think we are down, yep, 3 out of our 4 Crushing Hammers are in the discard. Going to Rosa. But will he have no grass energy? Okay. But he has it. Oh my word. We cannot catch a break. We cannot catch a break. All right, then there's another Dartrix. My goodness. So what do you do at this point? Wow. All right. Well. I hate this. That's pretty rough, guys. This is pretty rough. All right. So 90, 20, 20. We are looking for Gus. There might be an opportunity here with the stamp to deck him. To deck him out. So we're gonna try that. We go, let's see. think we have to go for the next Crushing Hammer. But it's like, what's the play after that? Maybe it's a Dedenne. Let's go Quick Ball. Do have one Crushing left. So we can go Tag Bolt potentially and take a few prizes. We'll save the big charm. 90 doesn't do anything to the active. So we'll Marnie. We know he has the... This is our only hope, ladies and gentlemen. No! Okay, alright. If we get that heads there, I think we win the game. But now things get a little bit tough. We're obviously paralyzing him, but that's not going to last for long. As soon as he can get out of the paralysis, he can play a lot of cards to get his stuff out. So yeah, we do see the turf field come down. Yikes, man. Enormous yikes. All right, and the double snipe. So what you gonna do? Go there. Wow. A boss here on the Dartrix also doesn't feel too bad. So we'll go boss on the Dartrix. And just give him a little paralyzing bolt. Tickle him. Tickle the boy. We were able to get rid of 3 grass energy, but couldn't quite get over the hump there. We needed to get rid of the 4th. And because certainly he plays, you know, ordinary rod or things of the sort. So we'll see what he has. It might honestly... Well, he has Scoop Up Net. It's probably not going to be worth it to forego the item lock. But it's something we could definitely consider. Yeah, we see a Marnie. Got 9 cards left. Okay. And at this point, what does he opt for? Does he opt for? I think he's deciding whether or not he wants to evolve. He has 5 grass energy. Okay, man. Yeah, we were not winning this one ever. He's deciding whether or not to Razor Leaf. All right, this is just a rough go of it here for our Vikavolt deck. I think he's deciding whether or not he wants to retreat or just to Razor Leaf the active, and that was not a play that I saw coming at all. So well done by Eric here with the 5 grass energy. Absolutely insane stuff here. He's going to take prizes. I was hoping we could maybe get him with a reset stamp or something like that. Fill his hand up and he doesn't have enough juice to kind of get out from under that. But no, looking like he is just going to take that knockout there. Take his 2 prizes. And at this point, we have to break the item lock. It's not looking good for us. Go here. And yeah, we just have to retreat. Take the knockout on the active. Maybe there's a savior somewhere, somehow, in our deck or otherwise. Take 2 energy, put him on the active. I mean, the Eldegoss gets you a Marnie. But the Marnie doesn't do anything when he can play his items. So certainly he'll play an ordinary rod here. Just shuffle cards back into the deck. We're getting here to like the bare bones. At this point, Eric doesn't have to play much. Really doesn't have to play anything. I'm down to 2 prizes, so he could just scoop up this lone Jirachi, presuming that he has the scoop ups. And yeah, he's just gonna go 90, 20, 20. It's got 20/20 vision. Tell you what. Let's go there. We'll take a full blitz KO on the Jirachi. And that is going to do it, as long as Eric doesn't bench another Pokemon. He can just Splitting Arrow for the game. So well played once again by Eric. Congratulations on the Dubski. Let's see. Unless there's something I'm not thinking about, that is going to be the win for him. We just make sure that the deck is... Yeah, we can go here. We can do a Tandem Shock. We can delay the inevitable. But not much doing here. 6 cards to R3. We have no way to put things back. That is going to be it. All right, we'll concede to save time and go on to game number 3. All right, very good. Okay, so he has already won his 2 games, so it's on us to come back from 0-2 down. So let's go here to RareCandy. Challenge him here with, I think we probably just go back to Eternatus, that list that we were playing earlier. I think that is probably our best chance. We hope that we don't dead draw. We probably, wanted to win that first Eternatus matchup. That's kind of why I picked Eternatus first. I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to play Eternatus. I'm guessing his last one is going to be ADP. I'm guessing that that's going to be his final deck of choice. I could be bodied. He could be playing, let's see, what would be another deck? He could be playing Sandaconda. Ah, no. It's a Volcanion deck. Okay, very good. So this is exactly what we want. Go here. So there's the Eternatus. We'll get that out of the deck. And get down. I think we'll get down the Slowbro. That's going to be good in this matchup. It's going to be real good in this matchup. And yeah, we are absolutely chilling. Great start here for our Eternatus deck. The Torkoal. Dude. And the Game of Toughness, bruh. Oh, how funny. How funny. Yep, Combustion Pillar. Quite an attack. All right. So we have the boss. We could swing into this thing. We got the double switch as well. So we can go here. Gust. The Torkoal, switch into the Slowbro, do a little bit of rapid fire poison. Switch back, attach. This is a risky play, but I think at this point in the series, we got to be risky. And then we'll go with a Dread End. Obviously not going to get a KO, but is going to do some sizable damage. Does have a little bit of recoil here off of the poison. Didn't quite hit what we needed to off that Crobat. I was thinking like one more Pokemon, we're in a pretty good spot, but no. He is going to bring up the Torkoal, Steam Crush for not knockout, but doing, obviously significant damage to our energies that we so brilliantly attached over the last 2 turns. Steam Crush. What an attack. All right. We're going to be able to Marnie him back. If he doesn't really have enough, then this poison is going to be really damaging over the course of the next few turns, especially if we can pair it with some Zigzagoons. So we'll go Zigzagoon, ping on the active, scoop up, Zigzagoon, ping on the active. We'll go with, let's see, the Eternatus can be down, I think, and then we'll go Marnie. Look for some energy to attach. That's pretty perfect. Get the energy attachment there. We will go... I don't want to evolve yet. I don't think. He can do 180. Yeah, he can do 180 with Combustion Pillar. How badly do we want the Zigzagoons is the question. I think the answer is not that badly. So I'm going to leave it as is. But we would kind of like a switch into Power Excel. That'd be pretty cool. So we maybe should have attached to the other Eternatus that we just benched so that we could evolve the other Eternatus. But I think, to be honest with this hand, I'm going to go ahead and give it the old Passaroni. We would like to take a knockout here, either with Power Excel or with like some combination of Scoop Up Nets and Zigzagoons. We see a Crushing Hammer from Eric. Tails. Crushing Hammer again from Eric. Tails. Ball don't lie, baby. We needed this one. And the Wondrous Lab comes down. Cool card with the research. Good stuff. I'm curious as to why he attached the energy to the active. It seems like you probably just go to the bench, right? There must be something I'm not seeing. So I'll be curious to ask what his line of play is there. Let's go Quick Ball. Get ourselves a Zigzagoon. Let's see. So he's going to be at 230 after we pass the turn. We need 3 more pings with Zigzagoons. So we need to hit all of our Scoop Up Nets. It's definitely not oh no, and he has the heat energy as well. We got to keep that in mind. So let's see. This is going to be 30. This could do it for us. 30. Going to be 250. So he's going to take, let's see, 230. I'm doing my math here. 280. All right, we do want to go on the active, I think. And then we'll evolve this guy. Go Crobat. Give us some more cards. I'm hungry. Go there. Onto the active. We will discard the research. Get that Eternatus out of here. We're just going with the research. Okay. So we want to switch. We get an energy as well. That's kind of clutch, but we actually have no way to utilize the energy. Obviously, the Wondrous Labyrinth, a huge detriment to this deck. So we will have to go here on the Eternatus, and maybe do we just let him hit into an Eternatus? Like, I kind of don't want this to get knocked out. So maybe the other thing we could do is go into a Crobat or a Zigzagoon. Thing I'm worried about with Zigzagoon is that this is a target. I want him to hit into something that he can't one-shot. So maybe it's the Slowbro. Like, he just has no opportunity to one-shot the Slowbro. We do need to find a switch, though. So we'll pass. If he opts to not... The thing about the Slowbro problem is that if he opts to not attack into it, then we should be able to win via poison and just like general attachments to the Slowbro. But we're putting him in a very interesting position, to say the least. So there's a Giant Hearth getting rid of his own Wonder Lab. And yeah, is going to boss. Okay, that's completely fine. I love that. And going to get us with a High Heat Blast. So if we can't find a Gust, then this Torkoal is going to do some more damage. Oh my gosh. Not the way you want to do things here. Holy cow. At this point, where do you go? We need a gust. That's just the long and short of it, is that we need a gust. So we'll go here with the Eternatus, I think. We have 1, 2, 3. We can get him with the Power Excel. So I think we try to do that. We get a Marnie. Okay. Big whiff. Crobat. Okay. Discard the research. We got 1 gust left. All right. Here comes, boys. We'll calm back in the Crobat, taking out the Crobat once again. And no gust. Hey. All right, so it has to be a Marnie. Yikers. There is the gust that we so desperately wanted, but it's just going to have to be a Power Accelerator here. Onto the bench to Eternatus. We have to hope that he does not have gust retreat into the Torkoal, because then things could get really sideways really quickly. Eric kind of contemplating. I think he's deciding whether or not to retreat into the Torkoal. I think that's not a bad play, depending on what his hand looks like. Or just body us with Heatran. Does he have Gust switch? That'd be pretty epic. That'd be quite the way to go out here, wouldn't it? So looking to get that Crobat. If he has Gust switch, I mean, he's probably clutching a switch, maybe just looking for a Gust. See what he has. That would be pretty epic here. No, he's going to attach to the other the other Volcanion. See what he has in his hand. Switch Gust does win him the game. I'm surprised he didn't attach this here. So let's just do our calculations once again on the Torkoal. 250. Base HP is 280. So a Gust and a Bosses is going to do it. I think he's deciding whether or not to retreat to the Heatran. And it's a tough call, my guy. Very much a tough call. I think if he had game, he would have played it by now. Maybe opting to quick ball for a Dedenne. I think we haven't seen Dedenne yet in this matchup. Potentially, again, getting into that. He hasn't played a supporter yet, so he's looking for Switch and Gust on this Eternatus. There's the Torkoal V. So no Dedenne yet. But maybe just going to power up. Maybe he has a Welder in hand. Maybe he's just looking to power up another Torkoal. You have to think. Yeah, there's a Turbo Patch. Tails. Welder. He can still go for a Gust play. I don't know if he plays Crushing Hammer. Or excuse me. Not Crushing Hammer. I don't know if he plays Pokemon Catcher. That seems super greedy, but not out of the realm of possibility. We see another Cape of Toughness hit the Torkoal V. And we want to see Switch. That is our card that we want to rip out the prizes. Because you got to think here he's coming in with a Combustion Pillar or a Steam Crush on the next turn. We want to be able to just take out this Torkoal. So yeah, 110 to the active. And we're going to go boss. The Torkoal V, take it out. Let's do our calculations. 1, that's 20, so 230 plus 50. So we will be able to take it out with the Power Excel, and I do not want to evolve the Eternatus VMAX. So let's go there. Power Accelerator. And we'll clutch that energy. We will clutch that energy. We could have potentially attached, excuse me, to this Eternatus. We do get the switch. Huge, huge top deck for us. But not a big deal. Now Eric can still win. He's like not in a horrible position. I guess if we go into the VMAX, we force him to have the Torkoal V, and then but we didn't have switch in hand, so it's definitely a tough call to make there. I think what we do is we try to force him into an Eternatus VMAX, and then I don't know, we could maybe Marnie for the reset stamp and try to reset stamp him to 1 and see what he hits. But we do see a Fire Crystal. Does he have the Welder? Does he have the Welder? Nope, just an attachment onto the Torkoal V. And into Dene. Oh my gosh. It's getting intense here. Yeah, we need to go for the Marnie. We need to go for the reset stamp on this next turn. Because that's kind of the game plan at this point. Flipped. I think he's flipped all tails. Saying no heads here. Insane stuff. So pretty bad luck from Eric here, but maybe it's the karmic nature of Pokemon. So 1 Gust from Eric does win him the game, obviously being able to knock out a Zigzagoon pretty easily with just about anything on his side of the field. We get an attachment for turn, excuse me. Attachment from hand for turn. We could potentially scoop up both of these Zigzagoons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I will. Let's go ahead and scoop up a Zig. And if we can find our way into another scoop up net, then we don't give him the Zigzagoon play. We do. The Zigzagoon knockout play, I should say. No reset stamp, but no matter. Are taking a knockout here with the Dread End. And at this point, we're looking for Gus, but we have 4 boss in the discard, so he knows. You know, Eric knows for sure. He's smart. He's keeping an eye on that kind of thing. Depending on what we hit, I don't know what you do here. Maybe you soften us up with the Volcanion, and then you go into a Torkoal V, or maybe even into a Heatran. Probably just, you have switch in hand, potentially you just combustion or whatever. Okay, so he's gonna have Volcanion there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're doing 180. That will be enough to knock out. Well, not entirely. We have the heat energy, of course. So I'm actually looking at keeping the Volcanion alive, and then that actually is potentially a bad play from Eric. I don't want to say it is a bad play, but we can hit him for just under damage, and then ping him, knock him out, and then just knock out whatever he brings up. That's not a bad play. I think you just you don't realize that. You're like, oh yes, I want to keep my guy alive as long as possible, but that heat energy might actually be a hindrance as opposed to a help with that giant cape. We'll see, or that cape of toughness, I should say. We'll see. And maybe, and this might be his plan, because if he has switch in hand, then it might he might be trying to set up, like some kind of checkmate scenario. So we'll go reset stamp. And then do we take knockout here on the active is the question. If he has switch, he wins, but he's already played 2 switch. If he has switch, he wins. But if he has Gust, he wins. And he could... I feel more confident that he has like an Eldegoss that he could go quick. Well, he's only down to 1 quick ball. I don't know. Let's see. The number of switch that he has versus the number of boss that he has. So I'm actually going to keep this as is. Let's go ahead and... 200 also doesn't do it, so we'll play the Viridian. Because he could have Welder retreat, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be that's gonna be 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 180. Okay, so it's gonna do just 10 less. And then depending on if he has another Volcanion, I mean that will be the question. We know we're hitting him for 180, so then we go Zigzagoon Ping, knockout. We knock out whatever he brings up. So I think this actually gives him less outs to winning. He could still have a Gust, which would be like our worst nightmare, but we have a switch left in deck. So now at this point, it's playing our resources appropriately. He did get the Welder, so it was huge, actually, that we... he had the switch. Yo, he ripped the switch. He had 2 switch in deck. Insane. Oh my gosh. We played to our outs there, and we got absolutely punished. Well played, my man. Wow, that was an insane game. Yep, GG. Oh my gosh, he top decked the switch. Oh, that is so sick. That is so sick. All right, well, that is the series against Eric. Well played all around. Great games from him. We go into the 0-1 bracket here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed those games. Remember, good luck and also have fun. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.